Hey everybody, Chuck here. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that CRITCon 2025 is live. Once again, we're hosting a game convention in Portland, Oregon this October 24th, 25th, and 26th at the Hilton Doubletree, right off the Max line near downtown. Killscream is back with Killscream 4, a 2-day tournament with 2 golden tickets on the line. It's 2 days this year, October 25th and 26th, with some amazing prize support as usual, and the Kill Team Cascadia Bounty Board for charity, as well as a painting contest to go along with it this year. This year on Friday, we also have Kill Team Doubles. You push 2 boards together and fight with your partner against another team. Deal is shooting across boards, sharing command points with your partner, and battle through 3 rounds against 2 opponents. This year, we have a bunch of other game systems too, including Star Wars Shatterpoint, Star Wars Legion, Horus Heresy 30K, and Marvel Crisis Protocol. If you took some of the hobby classes last year, don't worry. Painting classes return this year, along with Dan Osborne and Useless Wizard from last year. We have former Privateer Press studio painter Matt DiPietro and Portland local Selnar teaching classes Friday through Sunday. We also have discounted rooms available at the Hilton Doubletree. You can find all the info at cascadiatabletop.com or in the show notes. Tickets are on sale now. We hope to see you there this October. Come show Connor your feet. All right, Connor, you were late, so you get the intro.
Oh, okay, sweet. Bringing yet more news from the Kill Team world, or rather, the Tomb world. It's the Vox Cascadia podcast.
Yeah, we're bringing news from what is it, Imperium Nihilus, in the Nephilim sector, deep below the surface on the desolate planet of Samenfet, lies a nasty surprise. And actually, I think GW got a nasty surprise.
Yeah, that's us on the there that they're talking about. Your nasty surprise is the Vox Cascadia podcast, where we've got an illegal pirate radio station set up on the Tomb world.
Yeah, I'm actually in my my in-laws' basement, broadcasting from there. So.
Basically, a tomb.
Pretty much. Actually, it's a very nice tomb. I would like to be buried here.
Shout out to Amos, our Necron sorcerer, who's got us helping this broadcast out.
Yeah. So welcome. We are going to chat Tomb World. It's coming out. We're doing this on Wednesday. We got the notification this past Sunday that it's going to be up for pre-order this coming Saturday. Those are all dates.
Yeah. It's coming out kind of quick, don't you think?
It's coming out kind of quick, but what is coming out even quicker than that is actually our next tournament. So we actually have a tournament coming up on the 6th of September. Is that what it is, Tyler?
Yes, it is. So next weekend. So not this one, the following.
Yeah, so like a few days after, like 10 days after you hear our dulcet tones, you can actually come play with us. We're going to be at doing the OFCC, the Ordo Fanaticus, their convention this year. We're actually doing a Kill Team tournament there. We've got tickets up for it right now. I just wanted to let y'all know it's only $40. It's a 1 day. It was going to be 2 originally, but we actually bumped it down to 1 because we just think it's more convenient for people. So $40 for the tournament. You can come play 4 rounds, hang out with me and Tyler. Connor, are you gonna make it down? I know you were looking at logistics for it.
I'm hoping to, but I don't think I'll be able to, unfortunately. Look, we have another local event the following day up here, and it seems that most people I would go with are just picking only that Sunday, and no one wants to do the doubleheader with me. So I'll have to see if Sierra needs the car that day.
Yeah. It definitely seems like there's a lot going on right around the time that this was announced. That's keeping attendance a little bit lower than usual. With the tournament on the following day up in Washington. So it should be like a nice, tight, fun little tournament. Show up, and have a good time. The Ordo people are great. There's going to be drinks from Just Rum, which, yeah, that's always a great time.
Yeah, Just Rum put up a poll just today, actually, about what kind of drinks you want to see. And for all y'all that don't know, our Rum Runner tournament earlier this year, I think in April, was actually done at Just Rum's distillery, and it was a fantastic event, and the drinks were delicious, and I'm super excited to actually get myself another old fashioned or 3.
Yep, exactly. So should be a really good time. I'm also looking forward to the follow-up to Rum Runners next year. So
yeah, we'll definitely be back. I know they really liked us being there, and it was a very well received event from all. So
yeah.
Tickets are online. They're ready to go. $40 for 4 rounds of Kill Team. And you can actually find in the show notes if you're not in the Discord. If you're not in Discord, why aren't you in the Discord? So Yeah.
Hop in and talk to us about Kill Team and other stuff. We have a section for almost anything.
Yeah, pretty much. We've got Elon hate posting. We've got movies. We've got Chuck's book club, which you may have heard about on the podcast.
Video games. We talk about other games also sometimes. Guns,
that
knives.
Helldivers update came out today, right? Or was that yesterday?
Was that the Xbox one?
That and
ODST, yeah.
ODST, more importantly, Chuck.
Yeah, I don't really care about the ODST because Halo died after Halo 2 for me.
That's fair.
mean, Halo 3 was like good. Halo 3 was like a solid end. Should have killed the series there.
Nope, ODST is the best one.
Well, ODST. That's essentially like part of Halo 3. Though.
Yeah,
It's part of the Halo 3 story. So
it's
built on the Halo 3 engine. Like I count ODST as like that would be an expansion pack back in the day or a DLC.
That's fair.
They just released it on its own.
It was meant to be one, and then they realized this is too fun to not make it its own game. And then they did Reach. Reach was pretty fun. That was the one I played the most, but I know not everyone is a huge fan of it. Chuck, I am eating the mic now. I saw the note in the show notes.
Well, I'm just going to keep telling you, and so you'd sit closer. Just get up there and just get up there.
I'm eating the microphone.
Pretend like it's a Diet Dr. Pepper.
I don't know how to make like a sipping noise without a drink to sip.
Yeah, that sounded weird. Speaking of drinks, have you dared to try the new Baja Blast Midnight or whatever the fuck it is?
No, because they don't have a zero version.
Can't you just
They do.
Do they have a zero version?
They don't at my Taco Bells, at least. It's not appearing on the app for me, which is a shame because it's the Chalupa street tacos, and I love those things.
Are we gonna have another taco fast food controversy where Taco Bells in Oregon actually have the sugar-free Baja Blast Midnight, but the ones in the Bremerton area do not?
So sometimes my Taco Bell nearby, it'll say that it doesn't have regular Baja Blast, only the sugar-free, and they always have regular Baja Blast. I just go up to the window and I'm like, hey, you got the stuff? At worst, you just get you order a sugar-free Baja Blast and get that. And my place is out of Baja Midnight again.
Oh, so it's going fast apparently. I was there the other day. I picked
fast,
up a burrito for my buddy, and I wanted to get the Baja Blast Midnight, if only to flex on Connor.
That's mean. Why would you do that to me?
Because that's what I do. Have you been around with us? But,
yeah.
So
was it good though, Tyler? You like the new flavor?
Yeah, it's good. It's no regular Baja Blast to me. I think it's a little sweeter overall, less refreshing maybe, but still deserving of the Baja name. I think. Better than those ones that they released a couple years ago, like the pineapple, and there's a weird mango one and stuff like that under the Baja line. Those are bad.
What my favorite drink from Taco Bell is? It's actually they have a breakfast, I don't know, I think Greg knew the name of it. I can't remember what it is though. It's I think it's a mango one. It's not a Baja Blast though, but that's
one of their Refresca things.
No, it's not a Refresca. It's just a drink on the menu, but I don't remember what it's called now. I want one. Also, Tyler, have you tried? Tyler, you were on the fence about Taco Bell breakfast. Have you had a chance?
I mean, I've had plenty of Taco Bell breakfast. It's not
okay.
Breakfast is my least preferred meal out of all of them. I think that breakfast is not my ideal meal. I don't like eggs. They're sometimes they upset my stomach. So, hit or miss on that. And then I like sandwiches. And so a sandwich is more of a lunch meal,
So it's actually the Mango Fiesta Brisk iced tea. That's my jam. So
it's solid.
That sounds good, but again, no one wants to make diet drinks for the diabetics, and that makes me sad. But bright side, I had a beautiful A1C today. I had a diabetes appointment, so I'm not going to die anytime soon unless I got asteroid hits.
I mean, I voted for asteroid in 2024, and we did not get that.
Yeah, 2012 also 2012, 2024 just keeps letting us down.
2000, there was the world was supposed to fall apart during 2000, but a bunch of engineers did a really good job. I guess.
What was that all about? I was 2.
Basically, clocks. Okay, the clocks on computers. They only went back to 1960 something. okay with the way that the numbers were structured.
I
And
don't
so
think they thought they'd get to like the year 2000, right?
yeah, like
They
that wasn't like a
them and the Soviets would
consideration.
blow each other all up and everything.
Well, I don't think it was like a consideration when this stuff was being built and then built on top of it, And so like basically software needed an update, and that's how I got into IT. As I would go around, I'd charge people $50 to prep their computer for it, and they'd stick a little disk in and run some stuff, and they'd update their Windows, and they were Y2K compliant.
Yeah, that was the big thing that was going to take us all down. So, and actually, I heard there's another one of those coming up soon. Actually, another like date that we didn't prepare for, even when they did the Y2K updates. Maybe I'm just...
So this one will take us down though, because we're like way stupider as a
Hopefully.
species since the 90s.
Hopefully, yeah.
So,
Or, like maybe just like a little bit of like mutually assured destruction would be nice right now.
Yeah. So this past weekend there was a tournament actually up in your hood, Tacoma, Connor, and so Chad, Mr. Corsairs himself, got himself a golden ticket, right?
I believe so, yeah. Well done to Chad. Brandon had the invitational for everyone that goes to his little local tournaments and gets 3-0. You get invited to that. And then the winner of that invitational gets a golden ticket. And it looked like Chad and then both Bremerton Sean, guy who went 6-1 at Cascade Clash, they both finished 3-0, so they had to have the final tiebreaker round, and Chad won it, going 4-0 for the day. Well done, and he got that GT.
So there's like a whole boatload of people from the Northwest. I don't even there's like at least 9 people from the Northwest that have golden tickets, and that's not even counting the 2 people that are going to get golden tickets at Killscream 4.
Yeah, we're gonna send double digits. That's fucking sick. It's really cool that we've been able to increase that number from 2 to double digits now.
It was 1. Well, no, I guess you had Brandon.
We had Brandon and Emily. Yeah.
Well, no. Last year was Brandon and Emily, but then it was Brandon and Matt Wilhelm the year before that too. Because didn't Matt win Tacoma?
Yeah, Matt won Tacoma, or at least got the ticket from it, and then Brandon won Killscream.
Yeah, so
beating you, Mr. Second Place. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I could.
I'm sorry you didn't get to go, but if I win a golden ticket, then you can come and play the narrative with me.
I will. Actually, you get a golden ticket. I will come to Atlanta and I'll play in the narrative or whatever. So you need to start practicing with your Nemesis Claw because you've got like 2 months till Killscream.
Instead of Nemesis Claw, I'm now trying Warp Coven because I talked to Brandon and Sean, and they're probably a little bit better. And Warp Coven are fun, which is why I was building all those guys, as you saw.
They are better, probably, but they're also more complex. Are you going to be able to get the reps in before Killscream?
Probably. This is me, after all. I played nothing but like Hunter Clade, and they're not nearly as complex as Warp Coven, but it's a lot of the same like general mix and match of the operatives to get the best niche outcome, and I love that shit, so I'm very excited about it.
That's fair. All right. One thing we're going to see at Killscream 4, we didn't see the Killscream 3. We're going to see a Killscream 4 is Kill Team Tomb World. They announced, like I mentioned this last weekend, that pre-orders go up this coming Saturday. So it'll be out, September 20th, I think is going to be the launch date for that.
Yep, right after payday, thank God.
Yeah, so we're going to have Tomb World. Tyler, I'm sure you've got a box on reserve. I've got a couple boxes on reserve, so we'll have at least a couple sets of the terrain, right?
I'll have 3 sets of terrain.
Absolutely.
You're going to have 3 sets of the terrain, dude?
I'm buying one of the boxes, and then I've had 2 people reach out saying, I know you like terrain. And I was like, well, if you're offering it for a fair price, and they did, so now I'll have lots of terrain.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so we'll have at least probably 5 to 6 sets. I mean, I'm sure we'll have other people in the community because our community fucking rocks that will help us out with it. So, but I was kind of surprised that Tomb World was announced this weekend, but also not surprised. They when we got the previews earlier about approved ops, about Tomb World, they were saying a couple things that like Tomb World, it sounded like it was going to come closer to the World Championships, which is in November, but it also said the approved ops were going to be coming out before that. And we're going to have the Tomb World in mid-September, and we're going to have approved ops sometimes after that. So Tyler, do you think that they had to push stuff up because of the leaks, or what do you think's going on?
So I think that the leaks probably affected it. It ruins kind of some of their marketing, right? Like if they were going to announce this at some event or something like that, then they can't because like all the stuff has already leaked. And so like it feels like they maybe like put some stuff in reserve and pushed up Tomb World, so that they can like fill that gap there, you know. Also, like, isn't there the rumors of like some production issues with like Imperial Knights or something like that with their codex? Hasn't that been delayed a little bit?
Well, I think they got Adepticon. Didn't they announce Imperial Knights and then also the Grey Knights, like the little upgrade thing for that? None of those. We haven't seen any of those yet either.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So, yeah, so like it should be, you know, out anytime, but like it's not. You'd think that would come before Tomb World, you know. It's like a month early on release basically, right? Or like a
Yeah.
couple weeks, like, you know, but like still it's a few weeks before.
Well, I know it's in the hands of influencers because I've got some connections with YouTube, and I saw that Can You Roll a Crit's going to be having videos debut this Saturday. So at like first thing in the morning. So that's when the embargo is going to be over. So influencers had the box. Another thing that makes me think that it was potentially pushed up though is the fact that this is the week before the pre-order. This is usually the week where we get an article on one team, we get an article on another, we get an article on like the missions that are out. And all we got this week was they showed us some sprues, and then they talked about and then they showed us like people that work for GW, their version of Death Watch, and then they showed us the Tomb World. So we didn't get anything about the rules on anything. I mean, maybe I think we got a little bit on the board itself. It sounds like it's gonna work for Into Dark stuff.
Yeah, thank God it uses the same board system so far as I can tell, for like building maps. That's very nice.
Yeah, but we didn't even get an article on the Necrons at all.
No,
like,
maybe tomorrow. Maybe.
They don't do shit on Friday, or what's tomorrow? Thursday. Thursday is for 30K.
And they haven't done that always.
It's pretty much every Thursday. I think.
Thursday is generally 30K, but we haven't had some 30K news in a bit now, like since Tacoma.
Yeah, but I went back and looked, and the last box we got when we got what was the last box? I can't remember. Typhon. When we got Typhon, there was an article on what would be today in the pre-order. Mountainside Tabletop did a great review of both teams and gave us rules on both teams. And previously we'd gotten like from GW. I think Just Another Kill Team podcast did it one of the pre-orders, I believe, or maybe it was, I think it was Just Another Kill Team podcast, but we didn't get anything. So that too goes to my like Charlie with the red strings on the wall idea that this got rushed out because of something.
Yeah, and like I think that with them having, you know, revealed the Nightbringer so soon and like all of that leak too, I think that there's pressure from that to get the stuff out, you know, like I think that like a lot of their plot for their narrative that's upcoming has been revealed. So like since their hand is shown, it's better to push that sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think that they're in a little bit of a pickle, and I don't know if it benefits us or if it's worse for us because we've now seen stuff that we're not going to get to see really get to play for like 6 months or something. It's hard enough for me to wait to like 3 weeks from the pre-order announcement until I'll actually have Tomb World in my hands, much less waiting for the Shadowhunt box to come out that we talked about last week. So
for real.
Yeah. So there's some interesting stuff. It looks like they're actually putting like scatter terrain in the new boards. So if you look on the Warhammer community website, the article they came up with today about the Killzone Tomb World, they actually show some map layouts. Connor, I don't know if you've had a chance to dig into those. I know you've been creating some ITD maps of your own. There's actually some interesting deployments on them too. I don't know if this is going to be like, this must be narrative, because it looks like some of the deployments are like some teams can deploy, currently
double the distance out.
Yeah, you can deploy like 2 squares deep instead of 1 square deep, depending on which side of the board you're on.
Yeah, those have to be narrative maps.
They mention it right as they're talking about the NPOs and stuff, so I'm assuming so.
Well, I hope they might be narrative maps. I'm hoping though that they actually like. It'd be nice if they actually put some scatter terrain on there.
Yeah, I would not complain if that was part of the map itself.
I sure hope the scatter terrain is part of the map packs, and if it's not part of the map packs, I'm putting it in anyways.
I think we've done this in the past. Tyler spearheaded this at our tournaments, is putting scatter terrain into the dark, especially in those huge fucking rooms. It makes a big difference on how playable the maps are, I think. And it's, if you're playing under the dark, you have to take light barricades or some sort of barricade right now, because you just got to have some cover in those rooms. But we were able to mix it up a little bit. I think it was never the same board either. I know, Tyler, you're a big fan of like custom boards. Me, I'm a map pack guy.
Yeah. I just think that like the best game of Kill Team is when you come to a board that's like, it's not one that either of you know. It's something fresh for both of you, and you get to play on it, and it feels relatively balanced, and you're just having a good time. You're not being like, oh, I know exactly where to go. It's something to give you that little bit of brain bender to help you, show how good you really are.
Now, I'm, as someone who doesn't like practice on the maps, it was always a new map to me anyways. So I was fine with the map packs, but I know there's a lot of people that kind of solve maps. Connor, did you, when you were like sweating it out with Hunter Clay, were you part of that, like you knew which side to deploy on each map?
No, other than like a handful of the Into the Dark ones, but that was just more of like own plays I'd made up with versus listening to advice of people per se, or like really breaking it down type of thing. I've never been that intense about it for really trying to figure it out, rather versus just like, I know what my operatives can do, and this is what I'm going to look for to set up combos that I know work well type of thing.
Yeah, I never paid attention to which maps were the best. I think it was before LVO last year, when Dakota had his new maps out. There was kind of like best sides to be on, and somebody told me them, and I just ignored them. And most of the time when I'm choosing my side of the map, it comes down to which side I started on, and then I just don't want to move. So I'll pick, that's the side I usually pick.
That's a good strategy. So sometimes you can also play the mind games. You can be like, oh, I see that you're settled there, we're switching sides to your opponent, like throw them off. Kill Team has many layers to it. You don't just have to play the dice game, you can play the mind games. That's a very valid tactic. They say they're counting wounds down, you say you're counting them up.
That's the most annoying fucking thing ever. If you do that, you're a douche.
You do D3s, because like valid, the original way you did D3s, was like half the result, so like,
do you round up or you round down though?
Yeah, so like it was different. There's ways. So like it used to be like a 1 2 3, and then the 4 5 6 was 1 2 3 again. That's a valid way to do it, based on like what system you're doing, so
I mean, it does work. It's just super annoying.
So. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just saying that was the original D3 on there. So there's all these ways, play the mind games, defeat them like that, catch them off guard, point at the tip of their weapon.
Yeah. In the little bit of articles we did get, did y'all happen to take a look through, and anything that stood out to you too? I know that I was impressed by the sprues are apparently Wi-Fi now, because they don't have any sprue gates that they showed in the pictures.
Yep, absolutely.
I guess they're just using 3D all for that now. Yeah. Y'all don't scrape your mold lines enough anyways. This is what Nick says. That's Nick's. Those are Nick's words, not mine. So
I'm trying to get better, but no, I know Nick hates my mold lines because he always spots when I didn't, and I'm just like, how?
Yeah, and I always spot it when I did it, but it's also like after I've done my like third coat of paint on something, and like, god damn it, like I'm working on my battle clade right now, and I saw one last night on one of the leaders that just pissed me off, and I was like, god damn it, it's right near the top too. But It looks like with the new boxes though, you're going to be able to build all but one of the operators. So you're gonna have to like source another set of Gravis armor. It looks like, and besides that, you can make all the operators though.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks pretty good. You know, some people were like worried about the bodies. You know, like, oh, you can only build this body with this one, and it's like, I think that you can put whatever arms on whatever body you want for the most part. It's just, does the pose work? Does it look cool? You know?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you got like two Phobos guys, two Gravis guys, and the rest of it's just like the Tacticus. Connor, you're the
Phobos, Gravis, and Tacticus. Yeah. Sadly, no Omnis.
What's Omnis?
It only appears twice in the entire model range. It's the ones on suppressors, which are the jetpack guys with the big ass cannons, and then the updated land speeder models.
Gotcha. I do know the suppressors. I don't.
Updated land speeder models.
The guys in them are in not any tech. They're in the Omni armor, or is it Omnis? Let me double check what it's called. I thought it was Omnis. But yeah, it's this like weird pseudo Gravis, but not quite Gravis mark that only appears on 2 models, and they haven't really brought it up again.
Based on what they showed us, though, like you were saying, Tyler, I think we're going to be able to. You can kind of mix and match the arms. It doesn't really have a. They're all flat connections. So they're not actually like, there's no push fit or any pegs or anything, it looks like. So it looks like you could mix and match them pretty good, which I think will be nice, because if not, everybody's going to look exactly the same all the time.
People are going to mix and match. Everyone's already talking about how you're going to incorporate more like Space Wolves or Blood Angels or whatever bits.
Actually, the new Space Wolves kit might be really nice to add into those.
And it is on this pattern, yeah. Only appears twice, which is weird. They haven't brought it up, but I like the helmets.
What are the helmets? Like, you said suppressors?
Yeah, suppressors. They have unique helmets. It's Gravis, but not as armored Gravis, essentially. It's supposed to be like for Gravis if they were jet troops.
That's fucking weird.
It is really weird. It's probably why we haven't seen it, because there's, other than suppressors, they don't appear at all.
Yeah, like that's like, it's strange. Like, they always, like, there's no need to give it a whole different mark for just having a different helmet. Like,
well, if you notice, it's before they had, because at the time when suppressors came out, it was the only other Gravis armor was the actual aggressors. It was before heavy intercessors, if I recall correctly. So that's probably why it's like this weird hybrid of two.
I think those other jump guys are technically Gravis also.
Which ones? The
Space Marine jump guys with the plasma guns and the bolters.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. It was the, what are those called?
Aggressors?
No, it's fuck. They were really good for a while. And not. God, I should know this because I have them. They're cool models. Inceptors. There's too many something. And intercessors, infiltrators, incursors, but it's the Inceptors are Gravis as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but those aren't Omni either.
Yeah. Omnis only appears on the suppressors and then the helmets and assumedly bodies of the land speeder troopers.
Wait, hold on. So let's look at the other tanks real quick. Let's find this. Now, is it an Omnis spec helmet?
On the land speeder?
No, on just like the normal tanks and stuff.
No, generally those are like tech marines and stuff.
Okay. So you're talking about the dude that's like
I posted the photo.
Head between the two. I don't.
Oh, okay.
No, it's with the guy. No, I know the suppressors. But you're talking about the guy. Yeah, Captain Tinnitus, the guy who's sitting between the two guns. Yeah.
What is that? Is it not called a land speeder? What are those? Oh, they got something else now.
Storm speeder.
Storm speeder. Thank you.
Yeah. So, I guess they are tech marines on tanks.
Yeah,
which they have cool helmets. They didn't give them a special fucking mark of helmet.
No, tech marine armor has always been this artificer update, like artificer plus, because so the tech marines make it themselves. But yeah, the storm speeders. If you look at the helmets, it's the same one as the suppressors, and it's my fun little like shitty piece of trivia. If you want to stump a Space Marine fan, be like, what is the the barely mentioned 4th mark of Mark 10 armor?
That's
Well,
dumb.
now
It is dumb, but
Unnecessary.
now everyone that listens to the podcast has a fun
Mhm.
little trivia they can win. If there's ever like,
Yeah.
speaking of trivia, bar trivia, Chuck, how'd that go, buddy?
It went actually like super good. We got second place actually.
Did you win like
So-
free drinks? I don't know what happens at bar trivia.
We didn't. We just got we got pride, and actually we would have got first place except I missed. So there was four like major categories, and in the major categories they were let's see. Whoops, I got a picture of it somewhere. The four major categories were going to be it was ad slogans like that people don't use anymore. They had round two was what channel. What station shows were originally on.
Oh, that's
So,
a good
like-
one.
So
Like
Walking
CBS,
Dead.
ABC. Oh, AMC.
Yep. So that was and then round three was actually intro theme songs to all of them were cartoons except one of them, but they were all basically kid shows.
Oh, I would fucking clear at these topics, man. I should have come.
And then round four was pictures of cereal, and you had to guess what the cereal was. So
Like based
We
on the
over-
photo of the cereal.
yeah, so
Dude,
we
I would
overall-
fucking crush these topics. I'm so sad I wasn't there. You would have got first.
Nick was very disappointed in me. So I missed on the theme song for the Gummy Bears show. And Nick was he was shamed by that because Gummy Bear. In this category there was DuckTales, Gummy Bears, Tailspin, and Rescue Rangers.
Mhm.
And I got all of them except Gummy Bears. I could not nail down the Gummy Bears theme song. I thought it was.
I'm gonna be honest. I knew all of those other shows. I didn't realize Gummy Bears had their own show.
It's a good
Gummy
show.
Bears
It's a good show.
bouncing here and there and everywhere. High Adventures.
I
That's Beyond
have heard that
Compare.
song, but I didn't know that like it was associated with an actual television show.
Yeah, and so Dorothy, Jenna's bestie, was down there with us, and she crushed it on a lot of the shows because she had cable when she was growing up, and Jenna and I didn't have cable, so she was able to get stuff like Rugrats and Doug and like Hey Arnold, Dexter's
Dude,
Laboratory.
that's a great show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then she also got good cereal when she was growing up, so she got a lot of the cereal ones too. But I think overall we missed like 4 questions total, and we lost by 2 points.
Yeah, you have an 86.
Yeah, so we lost by 2 points to the team that always wins, apparently too. So I don't know if you remember, Connor, when we were at Breakside here in Astoria, and we were just sitting there, and like we had a question about something, and there was a guy sitting behind us who was like, "Oh, it's this," and we're like, "What?"
We were talking about like mechanical device or like engineering of some kind, essentially.
Yeah, and he like had the answer, and we're like, "Oh," and he's like, "Oh, I host a trivia thing here on every Tuesday." So, and I committed to him, and I told him I was going to be there, and I was there.
Was he not there?
No, he was there. He ran the show.
Okay,
so,
good. I was gonna be like, that'd be funny.
So Kirk, he said he was actually pulling for us because apparently the team that always wins, and so like the other regulars are like tired of them always winning. But we did awesome, and I've been beating myself up for the last 24 hours because I couldn't get the fucking Gummy Bears theme song, and I watched a million hours of that show.
That's all right, but
Did
we
they-
all make mistakes.
Did they like play the songs, or did you have to like write the lyrics?
No, they just played the songs, and they played it like up, like if it was a song that was just instrumental, they played the song all the way through the like intro, or if it was a song like Gummy Bears, which they say the name, they played it up till just about until they like said the name of the show. So it was a really cool category, actually. It was pretty fun. So I had a really good time. But we got second. So, and I'm still sad that I fumbled on Gummy Bears, but Dorothy didn't get Ren and Stimpy. So, because that was another one that was one of the 2 that we missed. We missed Ren and Stimpy, and we missed Gummy Bears on the category for TV show intros. So,
Man, I can't think of what the Ren and Stimpy theme song sounds like.
it's like actually at first I thought it was Cowboy Bebop because it sounds like that at the very beginning.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Well, it's more of it's just like it's like an instrumental thing with like kind of almost sounds like
It's kind of jazzy,
like
isn't it?
it's kind of jazzy, yeah. I had no idea what it was. I thought at first it was Cowboy Bebop because it kind of sounds like that to start off with, but
I can see
yeah,
that.
so
I'm now listening to the Ren and Stimpy one. Yeah, I can definitely see how you'd mix up Cowboy Bebop with this.
So, but she thought she went with Johnny Bravo. And between those two, yeah, we those were the two that took us down basically, because we in the long run we actually knew those, but it was good. We all contributed. Jenna came in with some like clutch moments there as well too. So had a really good time actually. I love trivia. I have a brain full of useless facts, and I don't get to flex them very often. So it was really nice to be able to go out and do it. So, and second place is the first loser. So
No, there's worse places to be. So
yeah. So, but no, it was a good time. Nick, I wish you were there, because yeah, we would have crushed it. And I think actually, Connor, you could have even backed us up too. So, Tyler's I don't know that you have useless facts, because you just have like crazy stories. But are you pretty good at trivia too?
I mean, like I know stuff, like what I know is dependent on my mood and how awake I am. But like I know stuff from time to time, so I'm pretty good. But like a lot of my trivia that I'm gonna know is gonna be like weird stuff, like is it obscure metal band trivia? Like definitely. Are we naming like songs but not years? Like definitely. So
Yeah. See, I fall flat on my face when it comes to music stuff. So, because my parents didn't let me listen to music when I was growing up.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough.
But yeah, Tomb World.
Tomb World. Connor,
Yeah,
hey,
we're a Kill Team podcast.
We're a Kill Team podcast for half of it, 10% of it sometimes.
We did good.
Yeah, so the Tomb World dossier looks like it uses all new terrain in its joint ops and adversary missions. In the former, you'll increase every action will increase the threat level. Looks like there's newly awakened warriors, so warriors can walk out of the Tomb World walls too. So this is all NPO stuff, but it sounds pretty neat. Like you'll be able to, rather than just like spawning people on the board, you can actually have on the Tomb World walls, it's actually got warriors that are just kind of sleeping there. And you can actually like have people come out of the walls too. So I'm really curious if these boards they showed us are they actually going to be a narrative, or actually going to like, I don't know. It's got to be narrative stuff, I guess, because the deployment zones are weird. So
yeah, I think the narrative they usually show the narrative, and like since we're not getting approved ops, that's where we'll get the maps, like the actual competitive maps at probably.
Well, so that brings a question: is we're gonna have our Tomb World boxes on September 20th, and we're not gonna have any maps to play them with except for like Into the Dark stuff, right? We won't have the new
unless they announce like next week or the week after. Oh yeah, because even if they pre-order, there's going to be that week of no cards.
Yeah, they don't. They have a 2-week pre-order on everything. And so unless they were to bump it up to just get us the cards, we won't, at the very least, we won't have the cards until the week after if they announce them next week, and could be longer than that. So I'm interested to see what maps. I'm sure they'll have some maps in the book. It looks like they showed us some maps, and it sounds like the rules are actually going to be based on like Into the Dark stuff too, but with a couple extra stuff. So
yeah, there's going to be teleporters. The teleporters better make it to competitive play, because like I love the idea that you swap places with the person.
Now you mentioned then something about that. So tell me, do you know anything more about that, Tyler? Did you read about that? How the teleporters work?
Let's see, where was it? Like, hold on, let me go back to the article. I just like skimmed it while I was working today, and I saw let's see.
So it looks like also,
yeah, if another operative is on the other pad, you swap places with them. So
that's going to be interesting, because you could jump into their back line, but then also drop somebody into your own back line, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So
okay. It looks like from the map they showed us, it looks like the teleport pads though are kind of like on the center line. It doesn't look like it's anything too crazy.
It's just like you go from the north side to the south side, essentially.
Yeah, I mean,
like think about like Battle Clade. Okay, so like you teleport your dude across the map, and then you got another guy there, and you're like, okay, now I'm shooting your guy that I couldn't shoot before.
Yeah, I've been messing around with Battleclade a little bit. I actually played a game earlier this week. It was kind of a learning game with a guy named Josiah who's down here at the coast. He was playing Legionaries, and we didn't play with any TAC ops. We just played Kill Op in the primary. But it was fun. I got a little bit more. I didn't really go hard into him because he was picking the game back up after a while, and I didn't want to do what Tyler does and just dumpster somebody who you're trying to teach the game. So, but I found I was trying to get their synergies to work a little bit more. And actually, I think I'm going to play Sam tomorrow night too. So I'm going to bring hopefully a rematch against Sam's Nemesis Claw, who beat me when we were down here for CRITCon.
Well, good luck.
Good luck.
The Omnissiah protects.
Yes, the Omnissiah protects. So, Connor, do you got any more of that weird Skitarii stuff that I saw?
I hate you.
Yeah. Connor says that he does not have AdMech anime porn, but
no, I don't. I have just normal porn, I guess. I don't know.
So, Connor, what kind of porn do you have actually?
Hot singles in my area.
Wow. We should talk to Sierra about this actually,
Yeah.
because that sounds.
That's just what appears every time you go to a porn website, I think, right? I've never
porn websites a lot.
No, I've never looked
Are
at
you about to
pornography
say
in
you've
my
never-
life. Yeah, like as if, but
Okay, I was gonna say you can't be serious right
there's
now.
no fucking way. But
I mean,
I
don't know. I might actually believe it. I saw the picture of you, like, playing Halo, so I might believe you actually didn't need anything. But actually, do you ever go look at like Rule 34 Master Chief stuff or like Cortana?
I'm going through a tunnel.
He's blacking out. You hit way too close to home.
I'm going through a tunnel.
Cortana.
Wow, Cortana, huh?
She is an attractive blue hologram, and I may have had a crush on her when I played Halo at the age of like 8 because she was, a hot blue hologram woman.
I mean, that's
so I may have, had a bit of a crush on her.
So did you go to like Rule 34 for
Chuck?
Cortana?
I don't really want to have this conversation on the podcast as to whether or not I've seen boobs of Cortana, essentially.
So that's a yes. You've
seen 100%. I've seen like nude Cortana photos or whatever. Sure.
I mean, yeah, I've seen them
too.
Can you
send me those?
Chuck, I'm gonna beat you to goddamn death.
As long as you're not looking for nude pictures of me, buddy. Like Cortana. So what? Okay, so is that the weirdest like sci-fi character you've looked at porn for, or is there like other ones?
I don't even know. Why are we having this conversation? Let's go back to Kill Team, please.
All right, Connor, talk about Kill Team, and I'll look up Cortana porn to send you.
I'm gonna kill you. No. Anyways, yeah, AdMech.
Connor's gonna try to talk about AdMech as Chuck bombards him
with those all
with
he kept
abominable intelligences.
Holy shit!
No, I would never use AI pornography. I support human artists. If I'm gonna goon, I'm gonna goon ethically and not through art generated by computer that burns the Amazon forest.
So now we have the question of ethical gooning versus unethical gooning. So
yeah.
This is gonna be the divide in the gooner circle. It's like, hey man, like I only goon to hand-drawn stuff or stuff that was filmed. I am not gonna goon to something that was created in a fucking data center in Texas, okay?
Exactly. I would never. That's disgusting. You got to support the artists, you know?
Yes, when I'm pleasuring myself, I definitely want to make sure it was built by another person and not a computer.
Exactly. I'm glad you get it. Listen, man, it's like, how FDR sponsored the arts during the Great Depression? Well, when we have Great Depression 2.0, we're going to have to do funding for the arts, and some of that funding will go to artists that happen to draw lewd art on the side because it's a good business model, And I'd rather be that than a computer, than some Silicon Valley guy making stuff that burns down the rainforest so we can get like over the top ugly pornography.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I mean, one of the artists who's done work for us does lewd
Yeah.
lewd art.
Pretty much every person I know that like draws has at one point or another drawn like either their favorite character naked or like I mean, how many Laura Croft and bikini things are there on the internet? Like probably billions at this point. And I'd rather that be drawn by a human than a dirty computer. Not even a dirty computer, a dirty AI.
So Tyler, you commission art. You commission art for your shirts. You've got the new Orb one coming out too, actually soon, right?
Yeah, Orb this Saturday. Same time as Tomb World.
Hell yeah.
That's
weird.
Pre-order your Tomb World and pre-order your Orb shirt. Okay, so how much would it cost for us to commission a Cortana and Lara Croft scene for Connor? With big emphasis on like feet.
I mean,
probably like $100 to $200. Art can be extremely affordable.
Yeah, probably a single drawing, probably not that much. A whole scene, that's probably.
Yeah, do you mean like actually animated? That would make that way more expensive.
Not like animated. I'm just talking about like Lara Croft and Cortana. Or is there somebody else you'd rather see with Cortana, Connor?
Maybe. What was the one that was really popular a while? The Samsung phone. So then it's like the two AIs.
Wait, what?
Did you not hear about that? About a year or two.
Cortana fuck a phone?
No, so about a year or two ago, you know how like Microsoft has Cortana and Apple has Siri? Well, Samsung released their AI called Sam, and they made her hot. So for about like a solid month, the internet was thirsting over a phone AI, and it was the same time Lady Dimitrescu, whatever the villain from Resident Evil Village was, like the tall, hot vampire lady. So there was a lot of like fan art of the two of them. And then probably a lot of porn art of them too. I mostly just know the fan art because that's what I don't look at porn on my public profiles.
The same thing.
I mean, true. A lot of the fan art probably has a Patreon where they take the clothes off.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one way to express that.
Yeah.
So speaking of Patreon,
yeah. After we're getting demonetized now, and I hate this conversation.
Patreon.com/Vox Cascadia podcast. And if we get 3 new top tier subscribers after this, I will commission Samsung girl Sam and Cortana.
There you go.
Feet pics.
We don't need feet pics of that, buddy.
No, we got to get it all in. Actually, I'll get Samsung girl with a little bit of AdMech stuff on her, Cortana, and then a heavy emphasis on feet.
Okay.
Do you need a minute, Connor?
I both love and hate that this is now my reputation to listeners and shit like this. I wouldn't change much. I don't mind it, but god damn it, sometimes I'm like, what has my life become?
I ask myself that regularly, for different reasons, but also regularly.
Actually, yeah, I need to change the tiers on our Patreon. So, I'll change.
Yeah, you got to make the top one called like feet pick support or some shit like that.
Well, it's for $2 you can actually buy Connor lunch money. For $5 you can buy me a beer, and for $10 you can buy Tyler some oil paints. I'm gonna have to change it up and a
$10 or like $11 for art support. I guess I don't know. What do you want to call that?
Connor can buy some feet pics or something.
Great.
I have some lewd. If we get some new patrons, I'll actually get those stickers, the lewd-ish stickers printed.
Which lewdish stickers?
Lewdish stickers.
What do you mean?
Oh, you just posted them. All right. I don't have that. I'm in the wrong channel.
I mean, like the whole lion thing.
Oh yeah, the lion ones. I thought you did those already, right?
Okay.
I've just never. Yeah, the Minotaur one is by Kirk. Artists of their own, and then like the Lion Farsight shipping. I know Kirk from another Discord, the $1 Billion Clown Farm one, and I was making jokes about them, and then they drew it up, and it gained a little bit of traction on Twitter for a minute apparently. So, but yeah.
So Patreon.com/Vox Cascadia podcast, and we can do some weird shit for Connor.
Thanks. I'm glad we can.
So Tomb World, gentlemen, we're all getting boxes of it. Are either of you excited about the Necrons?
I kind of am.
I mean, yeah, I'm excited about my Necron shirt mostly, if I'm being honest. I think the art's amazing.
The art is amazing, actually. But as far as the kill team itself, I feel like Necrons... I don't know. I feel like you're...
flavor. Like you got
Are
your
they gonna
Necron
be?
fans, but like I don't know. I don't like the little like plasma sight things. Kind of look boring.
Yeah, they're just bringing those back, and then I'm not a big fan of the turrets either. Like, I mean, maybe they're great, but I don't know. They just look like weird kind of like
Weird spiders. Yeah,
pig platform guns or something. I don't know.
it's
I'm
a
excited for the
different
Death
feeling.
Watch.
Oh,
Like
dang.
for sure, and that's cool. But like
Yeah.
you know,
Sorry, Necrons. I'm not as super excited for the new Necron team. I'm excited to see the rules because I already have Kit Bash. Just as I continue to accidentally build an Iron Warriors army. But then I just saw a chat from Jeremy because he posted the kill team layout. The biggest change is there's way more doors now. Like the A1 pieces, which are the double long ones that normally didn't have pillars or doors, now have doors on the Necron terrain.
Oh, good. Well, I mean, more doors is good. It sounds like you're still gonna have to operate hatch though. You still have to spend for it.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, Rekkas.
but I don't know. Yeah, well, like I've said, if doors are your problem with the Rekkas, then you lost already. No.
absolutely.
There's gonna be wall
Are we
pieces.
gonna do a Rekka episode soon?
I mean,
doing a breakdown. Number one. How about you're not number one in the U.S.?
I'm number one in the U.S. right now. Well, actually, I
Number
haven't
one in the
checked. I haven't
US.
checked lately. Since it updated earlier this week, I was number one in the U.S. Yeah, I'm down to talk Rekkas. If anybody would like to hear me talk about Rekkas, mainly I can give you the number one strategy for Rekkas is go to big tournaments and place mediocre, and then you can do really good in the standings. So,
Yeah.
But I'll give you some other tips. But yeah, we'll do a Rekka deep dive. We'll have maybe Tyler. Tyler and Connor, you can be the moderators for me, and I will wax poetically about my
Your favorite team.
my favorite team. Actually, they have probably overtaken Castigan as my favorite team. I'm just kind of tired of playing them. They are super fun to play. If you haven't played as Rekkas, play as Rekkas. Have you guys, Tyler? You've played against Rekkas twice. Connor, have you played against Rekkas?
Yeah, many times.
Do you guys feel so? I've only been on the other side of Rekkas as Rekkas and once as Commandos. Are they a feels bad team because of all the dice manipulation, or are they fun to play against?
Out of the team, I think that they're
Yeah.
fun. It's always something interesting. Like I know what I'm getting into when I play Rekkas. You know, like I expect you to fix all of your dice.
Yeah.
Like that's just how it goes. You know.
What about you, Connor? What do you think? Have your games against Rekkas?
They were fine. They were annoying when I play Nemesis Claw because it's like, haha, I'm obscured, and you're like, fuck you. I have 6 successful dice, so I still hit you 5 times. But
yeah,
minus that, minus the whole, they don't actually ignore obscurity, but for all intents and purposes, they do. I don't think they're like a feels bad team. It's just like, dang it, my number one way of avoiding damage is no longer relevant.
Yeah, I'm surprised with Nemesis Claw that you're not. Because I think at Killscream 4 we're gonna see on October 25th and 26th we're gonna see ton of we're gonna see a ton of Death Watch. So
that's true. That is a very good point. I didn't consider that. Maybe I do play.
I hear Death Watch is cracked. That's just what I've heard. So I hear that they are.
Everyone should play Death Watch or Phobos or Angels of Death, or maybe we'll have the new Dark Angels team out. That would be great. Do Scouts have the Astartes keyword? The leader does, I think. Yeah. So everyone should play those teams. That'd be really, really cool of you.
Well, you should also though listen to smarter kill team players than me, like Bean and Sean and them. If
they'll also tell you Warp Coven. Things.
Yeah, but if they're telling you to play Warp Coven, then I would probably go with that. Although Sean told me to play Plague Marines, and then he said he was going to coach me up, and I was be the best Plague Marines player ever, and I went 1 and 2. So that's probably all on Sean, and has nothing to do with the fact that I didn't have any reps with them. And
yeah, definitely
didn't understand how the team actually worked.
He's a bad coach. That's the only possible explanation.
They're your words. So
yeah, definitely. Hold on.
No, Sean did a great job on the deep dive. I just didn't listen to my own deep dive deep enough. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the Death Watch kill team. I think I'm a Space Marine fan at heart, and it's going to be. I've always wanted since we got Intercession. I've always wanted all the cool special weapons that they can get, and Death Watch get all the cool special weapons and more. I'm excited for them.
Yeah, I'm excited for them. I think they're going to be fun. I'll probably. I wonder. I may like recreate like the characters from my old Death Watch team, like scaled up. I think that'd be fun to give them like redo them and make them like their new people.
So like Artemis, and is it Artemis? Is that what they were?
No, I had like my own Death Watch kill team like from back in last edition. And like maybe taking those characters and scaling them up so that they're the new characters.
Yeah. So, well, cool. Well, it's pre-orders are coming up this week. Yeah, gentlemen, any last notes on Tomb World that you want to talk about? I'm sure we'll get into the rules next week when we actually can see them, since we're not the cool influencers. We're just kind of the lame influencers right now. Mm-hmm. Someday we'll be the cool kids.
Someday we'll get to sit at the cool kids table.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think we're already the coolest kids because we have the least kill team themed kill team podcast there is. So that counts for something.
Yeah, I challenged somebody to have a less kill team themed kill team podcast. Kill Team Casuals was casual, and then they all got sweaty.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all like mega players. Ben's got it on his second golden ticket or something.
He also just had a kid. Congrats.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations, Ben. That was actually I was supposed to appear on Kill Team Casuals Monday, but his little bambino decided it was time to come out instead.
The baby just wanted to meet you too, Tyler.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was super bummed because it was going to be the one time, because they always record at like 3:00 Pacific time, and I'm always working, and I actually had Monday off, so I was excited to listen to you talk, and damn kid ruined it. I'm never going to let that kid live it down.
That seems a little harsh. He didn't know.
I mean, you don't know that.
Do you guys know the name?
I did see. Is that really the name?
Titus, yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Wow. Fucking strong ass name.
It's strong. So well, gentlemen, thanks for coming on and chatting some Tomb World controversy. So they released the box early because somebody in Spain leaked another box, and so we are blessed by getting it in like 2 weeks. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
So, Connor, where can we find everyone?
You can find me at Spanaway pretty much on everywhere. We have good old Chuck at Painting Cave Minis on Instagram, and I think that's pretty much it. Otherwise, his Facebook account, but I don't know how often he checks Facebook. And then Tyler at not disregarding dice. God dang it! We say this every. That's Zach. Why can I not do this? Lowbrow Minis, and then minis. There we go. Lowbrow Minis, and then dicethrower.bigcartel.com. Why did I just have a stroke there?
I don't know. Check your insulin. How's your blood sugar?
Let's see. Actually, I haven't checked in on a few. I'm at 172, so a little bit high.
Little high, okay.
Like a single puff. I don't know how that translates.
Well, cascadingtabletop.com. You heard the ad before the show. Just a couple weeks left.
Yeah, I finally heard the ad. You dick.
Yeah. You're welcome. We added a bunch of different events to it actually too. So this week we added Man of War, we added War Master, we added Necromunda,
Rogue Trader,
campaign, Rogue Trader TTRPG game,
40K.
We added 40K, sponsored by Mox Boarding House.
So yeah, next year, can we do it longer? I want to do all these events, but we only have like 2/3 days, so that's not ideal. I want to play everything.
Yeah, Saturday's the day to be there. We've got a ton of stuff going on Saturdays. The painting events are selling really good too. There's only a few left on some of those. So cascadingtabletop.com is where you can find us.
Yep. Thanks for checking us out, and we love you. Good night.